Hi friends! Shinjuku is one of the busiest and most popular places to visit in Tokyo and is definitely packed full of things to do, but just as important, I think, are the things between the things to do. Let me explain. So you're on vacation, right? And you have the most beautifully planned itinerary. However, no matter how punctually perfect your itinerary is, there's sure to be some downtimes or gaps in between attractions. What do you do then? Go into a random cafe and purchase an overpriced coffee just to kill 20 minutes? Japan is also famous for its lack of benches and its readily available, i.e. free, lack of public seating. Well, no worries, because I'm going to share with you my 3 favorite totally free chilling spots in Shinjuku. They're all close to the station, by the way, that are perfect to kill some time, or if you just want to relax with a Conbini drink and people watch. With that being said, let's go! We are now at the east exit of Shinjuku. This is probably where I come to the most if I'm meeting people in Shinjuku. Just right behind us, you have all the famous shopping streets, and to the right, you have Kabukicho. So this is where I most commonly meet my friends, and this spot right here, this is the statue of Hanao-San, and it's right next to the exit I always take, and I always wait here because my friends are usually late. And you know, you have to have somewhere to wait and sit, and this is where I usually come because it's nice seating. It's super central, one of the best places to people watch, and this is a great place to meet in Shinjuku. Like in Shibuya, you have Hachiko you can always meet at. This is where I usually meet in Shinjuku. It's a cute little park area right next to the train station. Yep, this is the exact seat I usually sit and wait for my friends who are usually late, like I said, so I'm very used to this. No, I've never looked at this statue closely. I just found out that its name was Hanao-San, and actually just looking at it now, it's holding a lot of flowers, so maybe that's what its name is for. Hana is flower, and he's called Hanao-San, so maybe that's why he's actually holding a bunch of flowers. I love modern art. It has no meaning, yet at the same time, it has every meaning. It's crazy. It's still summer, and one thing I've noticed from people watching so much is that Japanese women in particular for summer are on another level with their heat tolerance. They are all wearing like long pants of some type. They usually have like long sleeve shirts, and if they wear short sleeve shirts, a lot of the time they'll wear like sleeves because they're all about skin protection. So they cover up all their skin. They're usually almost all covered in the summer, and they even have like little higasa sun parasols as well. And I'm just like, how are you not dying of heat constantly? It's an easy spot. You can tell the Japanese from, you know, other tourists by how they're dressed in the summer. And they all look perfect too, even with the heat and the sweat. They don't look sweaty, they just look perfect. Genetics are not fair. We are now at the south exit in Shinjuku, which is a lot less exciting because they don't have the flashy lights of like Kabukicho. It's a lot more slightly sophisticated. You start to have all the tall government buildings around this area. Most of the time when I come to the south exit, it's for some of my favorite restaurants are here. Ginger Grass, a cute little Thai place, and my favorite restaurant in Tokyo, which is Fuunji, which is a skimming place. So I think after chilling here for a little bit, I'm gonna go get skimming. This is also our chilling spot for the south exit. This is called Suica Penguin Park. So it's a cute little park garden that overlooks the famous Shinjuku clock tower. There's a Starbucks next door, and there's a Conbini. This park's really nice too because it overlooks the train tracks. They run like pretty much right under this. It's actually right next to the station. Tokyo in general has 2 companies that run pretty much all the train lines. They have the Metro and they have JR. Those are the names of them. You can always tell because JR are the pretty colorful trains that go above ground. So if you ever see a train above ground, you're on a JR line. And if you're underground, in the basement, in the cellar of Tokyo, that's on the Metro. Unfortunately for my line, I pretty much always have to take the Metro. That's just the line that goes to where I live, unfortunately. So I love getting able to ride JR when I can because it's way more fun to just, you know, be above ground and actually see things instead of the dark, gloomy underground, which is all you see on a Metro line. Although we all know the real goal is to become rich enough where you can just take a taxi everywhere and skip the trains entirely. I quite like the south side too. It's so much quieter. It's not nearly as like sketchy as Kabukicho and the east and west side of Shinjuku can be. And they do have a lot of really good restaurants here. So the south side doesn't have as many lights, but that also means it doesn't have as many people. So you can see there's like a lot less people here. But one thing it does have is actually one of my favorite restaurants in all of Japan, which is a kind of little hole-in-the-wall skimmin place. So that's where we're going now because I'm hungry, and although I said free, unless we're gonna go hunt some rabbits or something, or maybe because it's the city, some squirrels, food is not free. So we will be making an exception and paying for lunch because I'm hungry. Or maybe we could have pigeon. Do you guys want pigeon for lunch? Let's chase it. Come here, pigeon. So we're here, and as expected, there is a line. There's usually a line, although it's usually only like 20 or so minutes. This is kind of as long as I've ever seen it. Hopefully it doesn't take longer than like 30 or so minutes. The process goes pretty fast, and they don't take reservations. So you do just need to like be ready and enjoy a nice wait in line. And look at the beautiful scenery. The wait turns out wasn't bad at all, under 20 minutes, so definitely worth it. Let me explain a little bit about how this process works. This is really common in a lot of old-fashioned ramen and skimmin shops. So basically, when you enter, you'll see a vending machine, and you can go and you can press the button for whatever food you want, and then after you press the button, you insert your money in, like I'm doing here. Press the button and a little ticket will come out of the dispenser along with, of course, your change. And then once you do that, you hand it to the person behind the counter. They'll show you to your seat, and after a bit, you'll get your delicious food. Look at this beautiful skimmin. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I want to go back now. So this is dipping noodles. So you dip the noodles into the broth. It's way better than ramen. Unpopular opinion, but it's thicker, it's more savory. Honestly, my unpopular opinion, skimmin's better than ramen. Okay, so the next one is my absolute favorite resting place in Shinjuku, and it's actually right in the heart of Shinjuku too. But before I go, I always go to this one certain Conbini here and always pick out a couple drinks and a snack. So let's do that first. Oh my goodness, Conbini lighting is always horrible. That's fluorescent lights, not good for anyone. But I think I'm gonna get this. I've had it before, it's really good. It's just like a fruit smoothie kind of drink. It's quite hot, so I definitely want something cold. So here we are, my favorite chilling spot in Shinjuku, right in the heart of Kabukicho. I think we've mentioned this place a couple times. It's a little shrine just nestled in. It's so quiet suddenly. It's so great for relaxing. It's common to like sit on the steps here and, you know, have a drink and just enjoy the little bit of quiet you have before you rush back out into Shinjuku. It's also right next to Golden Guy, so after you're done finding your inner peace and zen and praying to Kami-sama, you can go get really drunk because Golden Guy's right there. You'll generally find two types of shrines or temples in Japan, and those are the two types, shrine and temple. Shrines are the Shinto religion, which is native to Japan, and of course temples are for the Buddhist religion. They're common, they're all around Japan, but the vast majority of Japan's population is atheist, but they still keep old traditions. So they'll still go to shrines during New Year's and like pay respects to their ancestors, but it's not so much a belief in a higher power as it is to respecting old tradition. You may be wondering, how do you tell the difference between a shrine and a temple? There are subtle differences, but I think the easiest way is like, is there a Buddha? If there's a Buddha, it's a temple, it's Buddhist. If not, good chance it's a shrine and it's from the Shinto religion. Just a little handy cheat code there. Well, those are my 3 favorite spots to chill and relax if you have some free time in Shinjuku. and you just want a nice spot to chill. But after all this chilling, I'm super tired now. So I think I know a good massage place nearby. I think I might go do that. Janet.